Life as a cyclist is beautiful, but it's also it's a hard job. 3/4 of a year away from home, living in hotels, going from place to place, racing every day, 200 kilometers. But it's my passion, so I enjoy it. And of course you sometimes have a bad day, but everyone has one. Yo soy Jetse Bol y soy ciclista. Life as a cyclist is beautiful because it's my passion, but it's also it's a hard job. I'm 3/4 of a year away from home, living in hotels, going from place to place, racing every day, 200 kilometers, means like 5-6 hours on the bike. But it's my passion, so I enjoy it, so then it's nice. And of course you sometimes have a bad day, but everyone has one. I discovered that I wanted to be a cyclist. It's not one moment that I can point out, but I started riding my bike at a young age and started racing. I won some races, but of course I lose more than I win because that's the game. And it's not really I chose that I wanted to be a cyclist, but it was more that I got the opportunity to, when I was like 16, 17 years old, to go to the World Championships. And then later on I get signed by a team, and it was more that you roll into it and that there is a moment that you say, I want to become this. And from that out it's growing and growing and growing, and every year you become better and the sport becomes more serious. And at the end I ended up at the highest level of the sport. I've had many. In cycling, it's not always sunshine. It's like many crashes involved, and when you crash in cycling, it's tough, it's hard, because it's not like landing on grass or anything like that. I crash down quite often, and I need to knock it off because I don't want it anymore. I broke a tendon in my finger, full with scars. Well, you cannot really see it on my arms because it's more on my lower body. But yeah, of course, it's not always going the way you want it. And as well, for me, it was like always going good, always going up and better and better and better, until some point I had a really bad season, crashed 8-9 times. I was like not feeling well all year, and at the end of the year I didn't get a new contract. I had to look for another opportunity, which wasn't really great. I had to like move down in cycling nearly back to amateur, which is like really big step down. But I was like, it's my passion, I'm not going to give up. And now 3 years later I'm back in the game again and competing on the highest level. Cycling helped me a lot in my life because I've learned new languages, I've been traveling the world, I've been meeting people all around the world, but also for myself it's like I've learned to never give up, to always go for it. I've learned what it means to really go for a goal. It's like working two big races means like half a year, no chips, no fries, no Coca-Cola. It's just small things that we all enjoy, but that's sacrifice as well. And if you really want to go for something, then you need to do it for 100%, otherwise you will regret it. That's what I learned maybe the most of it. One of the biggest satisfactions is winning, of course. I mean, everybody wants to be the best in his sport, but unfortunately in cycling, where you compete with 200 others, it doesn't happen that often. If you win maybe 1 or 2 races a year, you can say you had a great year, but what is maybe more important is that I really learned that I'm doing what I love the most. Every day I jump on my bike and I smile, and it's like I look around, like even if I have a bad day when I wake up and I feel like, oh, I don't want to do this or whatever, it's like after 10 minutes on the bike, I look to the left, I see the mountains, I look to the right, I see the mountains, clear blue sky, riding in the sun, and I realize like I'm doing what I really, really want to do. And I'm really happy that I have the opportunity to do it, because that's maybe even more important. cuando seas grande, no te rajes, porque cuando tú te rindes no hay otra oportunidad.